All right, let's talk about one of the most fundamental tech choices you're gonna make, laptop or desktop. It sounds simple, right? But trust me, getting this one right can totally change how you work, play, and create for years to come. Okay, so let's just dive right in. This isn't just about picking some machine, it's about choosing a tool that actually fits your life. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll know exactly which way to go.
You know, at its heart, this choice really comes down to two completely different ways of thinking. One is built to stay put and just dominate a single space with raw, unadulterated power. The other? It's engineered to go anywhere and everywhere with you.
So let's unpack that core difference first, because it's the key. It's what unlocks why these two types of computers are so different when it comes to performance, price, and even how long your investment is going to last you.
Here's a great way to think about it. A desktop is kind of like a high-end home stereo system, you know? You get to pick out the perfect receiver, the best speakers, the turntable, all to get the absolute best sound. A laptop, on the other hand, is like a premium portable speaker. Everything's already built in, it sounds fantastic, and you can take it to the beach. Both are awesome, but for totally different reasons.
So that brings us to the three big P's: power, portability, and price. This is the great trade-off. You can't really have it all, so you've got to decide what matters most to you. Is it raw horsepower, the ability to go anywhere, or just getting the most bang for your buck?
And when we talk about power, well, the performance gap is just massive. Desktops win, period. Their big processors can pull over 125 watts of power, and they have these huge cooling systems. And what that means is they can run at full speed all day long without throttling. That's when a computer has to slow itself down to keep from overheating. It's a problem even the best laptops struggle with.
But here's the laptop superpower: pure freedom. A modern laptop can go all day on a single charge. And this isn't just about, working at a coffee shop. It's the flexibility to be on the couch, in the library, or in a classroom without being chained to a power outlet. That's a level of mobility a desktop could never, ever offer.
Now let's talk money. For the exact same price, a desktop just gives you way more muscle. I mean, look at this. For around $1,500, the desktop is an absolute beast, ready for serious gaming or video editing. For that same budget, you get a really nice laptop for sure, but you can see the trade-offs right there in the specs. You're basically paying a premium for that portability.
But hey, performance and price are really just about today. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We're talking about your long-term investment. How is this computer going to serve you 3, 5, or maybe even 7 years from now?
And this right here, this is the desktop's secret weapon for the long haul. Need more power for that hot new game? Just pop in a new graphics card. Running out of storage space? Slap in another drive. It's a modular system that's literally designed to evolve with you, and that's a huge reason why they last so long.
Now, let's flip that coin over and look at laptops. Because everything is so tiny and packed together, the most important parts, the processor, the memory, they're often permanently soldered right onto the main board. And what that means is, what you buy is what you get forever. You have to buy the machine you think you'll need for its entire life right from day one.
So, the end result is a pretty clear difference in how long these things are useful. A desktop can stay relevant for almost a decade with just a few smart upgrades along the way. A laptop, on the other hand, not only gets outdated faster, but also deals with the wear and tear of being carried around, which gives it a much shorter practical lifespan.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's get really practical. The absolute best way to choose is to figure out which machine is the perfect match for what you actually do. So let's run through a few common profiles and see where you fit in.
First up, the gamer. And it doesn't matter if you're a casual player or you're trying to go pro in esports. For you, performance is literally everything. You need those silky smooth, high frame rates without any compromise.
So look, for serious gaming, it's not even a contest. The desktop is the undisputed champion. It gives you the raw power you need for the highest frame rates, it has the cooling to handle those marathon gaming sessions, and, crucially, it lets you easily upgrade your graphics card when the next big demanding game comes out.
Now, let's shift gears to a completely different lifestyle, the student. Your whole campus is your office, right? You're constantly on the move, from a lecture hall to the library to a late-night study group in the common room. For a student, portability isn't some nice-to-have luxury. It's an absolute necessity. So the laptop is the obvious choice. It's your entire workstation that you can just slip into a backpack, it's got enough battery to get you through a full day of classes, and it won't take up half your desk in a tiny dorm room.
Okay, but what about the people who push their machines to the absolute limit? I'm talking about video editors, 3D artists, animators, the people where time is money and waiting for something to render is the ultimate enemy.
And here again, the desktop just reigns supreme. It delivers that sustained, predictable power you need for heavy-duty tasks like rendering 4K video. It can also handle massive amounts of storage for all those huge project files and easily power the multiple, super accurate monitors that are just essential for a professional workflow. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. So now, let's bring it all home. I want to give you a really simple framework to help you make that final call with total confidence. Just ask yourself these 3 simple questions. First, where will you use it? If the answer is everywhere, you need a laptop. If it's at my desk, a desktop is a really strong option. Second, what is your #1 priority? Is it raw unmatched power, or is it ultimate go-anywhere portability? And third, how do you want to invest your money? Do you want to pay more now to be set for the future, or do you want to build and upgrade as you go?
And that's what this all comes down to. There is no single best computer. There's only the computer that is best for your specific needs, your budget, and your lifestyle.
And that really leads to one final thought to leave you with. The tool you choose can actually shape your habits and even your possibilities. So as you make this decision, think about not just what you need today, but what kind of work or play or creativity you want to unlock for yourself tomorrow. I really hope this helped you find the perfect tool for that future. Thanks for joining me.